Hello everyone, and today I will be going on a little skate, but let's pick a route first. So I mentioned a few times already that I really want to improve my street skating, and in order to do that, I actually need to go and skate. But I have a bit of problem. I'm trying to figure out how to pick the route and what route to take. So one day in a charity shop, I found this 50 things to spot in London card deck. And I thought this would be brilliant to actually use it and pick the route using them. So let's do that. So I am going to mix them up and just spread them on my bed. And so they have a little picture of the object and has a text on the other side. So I will use this as a backing to be able to make sure that I don't pick them by the preference. So I will pull two cards and then I will skate between those objects a certain route to get from one to one. So it might be actually a very long route from one side of central London to the other, or it might be pretty short. But if it's super short because the objects are too close, I will pull an extra card just to make sure that I have a bit of distance and it's not too easy. So let's do this. All right, let's pull two cards and see where I am gonna be skating. So first card is Kensington Gardens. So that's where I will be going first. And from Kensington Gardens, I will be skating to Cabinet War Rooms. I don't even know what it is, so I will do a bit of research what it is, and I will be skating from Kensington Gardens to Cabinet War Rooms, wherever that is. So let's go and see how my plan works. After very quick research, I found where Cabinet War Rooms are located. I actually found out that there's alternative name for them, and they're also called Churchill War Rooms. And I believe I will be referring at the end of this video to them in this way because that's how they show up on Google Maps. So I started at the far end of Kensington Gardens, at the end where the Kensington Palace is, just to get a bit extra distance because Cabinet War Rooms are located close to Westminster Palace, Parliament, Big Ben, that side. So I am skating at the moment right by Kensington Gardens and towards that end. So let's go. Another skater spotted, and there's always plenty of skaters around Kensington Gardens, Hyde Park in this area. So if you're around these parks, you'll definitely find someone. And now I need to avoid some cobblestones, and I haven't done this for a while, but I feel like this was the best attempt to avoid them. And of course I'm passing the iconic Royal Albert Hall and Albert Memorial. These always look so fabulous and such a pleasure to pass them, and really enjoying the view. So next I am continuing my route after passing by Kensington Gardens. I am getting inside Hyde Park and I will be skating through the Hyde Park itself because it's kind of a habit, because every single time I went this way I always skate alongside Kensington Gardens and then inside Hyde Park. And I could skate on the actual road itself in the park, but I prefer skating on the pavement because it's much smoother surface, and towards the end, closer to Hyde Park corner, the surface gets a bit rough on the street, and plus it's an incline, so I prefer so much more the surface of the pavement, and it's pretty wide and it's just not much pedestrian traffic anyways. Still working on those curbs, and every single time I managed to do it in real life, I'm so happy, so this was a very proud moment for me. Big part of skating through Hyde Park, this direction is just rolling, because a lot of it is a slight decline and I'm just rolling down, but then I'm starting to actually skate by pushing because I am going up and up and up, so hate is skating all the way up. Finally made it to Hyde Park corner, and now I just need to cross the street and get through Wellington Arch, and then I will be skating alongside Green Park, which will be the third park already. So now I'm skating alongside Green Park down the Constitution Hill, and I am getting close to Buckingham Palace. So luckily I didn't need to even check Google Maps this time, because the route was pretty easy and straightforward, because I kind of done it multiple times in the past, whether by myself, at least part of it, and with some street skates as well. But then I got to Buckingham Palace and oh boy, it was definitely a wrong day to do it because it was super crowded. So instead of going right by the front gate of Buckingham Palace, I had to find an alternative route, which, well, it added a few meters for me extra, but I don't like crowds, so that was way out of my comfort zone for sure. And at this point, once I got up the steps and started skating, I realized that the surface was very rough, very uneven, and I had a big chance to fall down. So I decided not to risk my Insta 360 and put it away and skated it through, which was a challenge, but I made it. And now I'm skating alongside St. James's Park, which is the fourth park in this video, and I'm getting very close to my destination. And I made it! I found cabinet war rooms. Obviously you can't actually see them because they're underground, but I found a location. I'm very happy with that. If you want to visit them and actually get inside, you can do it because it is a museum now. Tickets are quite pricey in my opinion. It's £33 for an adult at the moment, but if you're a history fan and you're interested to visit it, super close to Parliament and Big Ben, and if you want to visit, here you go. Alright, so the skate is done and it was a pretty easy route because I've done part of it several times during the street skates with London Skate Life, and I hardly had to check Google Maps. However, I made a mistake with Buckingham Palace because I forgot to check when the guards are changing, and it's very clear that they're changing today because the crowds by the palace were absolutely insane and I had to take a bit longer route to figure out how to get past it, but I made it. I found Churchill War Rooms and yeah, I'm happy that it was nearly 5 kilometers, so getting slightly closer to my 350 kilometers goal. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a like, and if you want to see more videos from the series where I pull a couple of cards from the deck and skate from one location to another. See you in the next video. Bye!